I'm here with Merstham boss Frank Wilson, assistant manager Barry Hayles, after a 2-0 victory against Cray Wanderers.
Yes.
Gentlemen, a good start to the game, and then we sort of lost our way a little bit in the first half, I thought, after the goal.
Yeah, we did. Pretty accurate. I think sums up quite nicely what we said at half time. We had a good start for 15 or 20 minutes, and everything about our preparation tonight was very much geared around how we started.
Yeah.
So we can be pleased with that. And then what we had to do at half time was just address that sort of last 15-minute spell, or even last 20-minute spell, where we just got really complacent, and it.
We almost looked like we got a little bit suckered into playing their football, which was long ball, competing.
Yeah, I think the boys got a bit. I think it got a bit too easy for us, and that's why they took too many touches, and we went doing the parts that were done in the first period. But we got still put them to the sword, and we just a bit unfortunate we didn't score 5 or 6 really.
Well, what a great second half display, though. As Barry said, could easily have been 3, 4, 5, 6, the amount of chances we had. Did we do anything different in the second half, or was it just trying to play a little bit more football?
I think the attitude was different. I think that what we saw in the second half is what we saw in terms of how we started the game, because we'd had 3 or 4 decent chances before we'd scored the goal. And I just thought that we converted that into the second half performance for pretty much the entirety of the 45 minutes. We weren't that complacent, were we? We weren't lacklustre. We made good decisions. We said it at half time. We weren't going to forgive ourselves or anybody for not having a more aggressive attitude in the second half. That's what we focused on at half time in the team talk. And if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, to be honest, who had an outstanding game for them, without making, and I don't want to discredit him, there weren't really stunning saves, but called into action on 8 or 9 occasions. Good blocks, good reaction saves, and I think it was probably a performance where if we'd have scored the third goal fairly early on in the second half, then maybe it would have been a difficult game for them to be able to sort of try and impose what they were trying to do. We're happy.
The front three, I thought, had a superb second half. They made it difficult for them to play against them. We always looked dangerous, but I think a word for our defence as well. A clean sheet, and I thought our 2 centre backs and our full backs were superb.
Yeah. I thought James and Ruben were a different class. I thought the back 4. I thought Jude had a very good game as well. But and Toby pulled off a couple of vital saves, and when you're 2-0 up, it's always precarious in that. If they get one, and then they can get another one. But like I said, the boys done well. I think the midfield 3 done well in the second half. First half we kept giving the ball away. I thought the last 20 minutes, and that's why that gave them a bit of chance in the game really.
Yeah.
I think the back 4 owed us a performance tonight. That's not from our perspective. I think that would be quite honest coming from them, because I actually think that in recent weeks, with James having an injury, being out of the game for a couple of games, it's been a little bit disjointed, and I don't think that we've been too happy with our back 4 in the last 2 or 3 games. And I think that tonight we're going back to, or we're seeing a much stronger performance, and a performance and relationships that we all know that we've been seeing for most of the season. So I'm pleased for them tonight, and I especially think that the second half performance defensively was much better, because they took on board what we said at half time, and they kept things really simple, nice and aggressive, won their challenges, give us a great platform, frustrated them because they weren't winning anywhere near enough first balls and first contact. And tonight we were so dominant aerially and in the challenges, and because of that, it gave us the impetus to then pick up second balls and to attack, and that's why we were as a bigger threat as we were, I thought, in the second half.
So it may seem a slightly strange thing to say, 2-0 win. Are you slightly disappointed with a 2-0 win?
Not really, no, because we're back into the plus plus on the goal difference there. So that's pleasing, and we've climbed the table in big cup places.
Yeah.
It was quite tight. Having looked at it, it was quite tight. So yeah, it's pleasing to get the 3 points. But like
We said it in there about our attacking play, didn't we? I don't think we were too displeased with our decision making in the final third. You know, like we said, we had 8 or 9 fantastic opportunities where the goalkeepers made some really good saves. And I think that most of those situations we made the right decisions, whether it was in our build-up play to create the final moment, or the individual that took the shot, or tried to make the pass that we nearly got on the end of. Yeah. There wasn't a great deal of selfishness tonight, I thought, from us. I just thought that we made good decisions, but you know, I thought their goalkeeper was pretty impressive in the second half.
Yeah, certainly was. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
And have a good evening.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Definitely will. Cheers.